welcome to another M&P family production. I'm Paul, Matt's behind the camera. Today I wanted to show you my Marlin 99M. I like these guns. They were made from 64 to 78. They're 22 long rifle only caliber. They were from the model, the basic action is a Marlin Model 60, which a lot of people are familiar with, but jazzed it up a little bit. They put in a nice walnut stock, and they put this handguard on there, short 18-inch barrel with this handguard, short magazine, to simulate the looks of the M1 carbine, and they hit a home run with it. They put this adjustable wrist sight here on the top of the receiver. This is removable, so you can mount a scope, but this handguard really replicates and really gives you the look and feel of the M1 carbine. Everybody loves the M1 carbine. That's what attracted to me to this gun when I was a kid, because I was infatuated with the M1 carbine. I couldn't afford one, of course, but I wanted one so badly, and this was the closest thing I could ever hope to getting one. So interesting side story on these guns. When I was a kid, it was about 75, 76, 1976, I spied one of these at the gun rack at Capitol Merchandise on South Boulevard in Montgomery, Alabama. And I would ride my bike up there and go look at that sucker and lust at it. I just, couldn't buy it if I had the money. I wasn't old enough. I had to get my mother to go buy it for me. But anywho, I wanted it. It was 80 bucks. How do I raise 80 bucks? Well, we lived on a fairly sized good lot that had been a pine tree plantation, so we had mature pine trees constantly dropping pine needles. So people in South Alabama used it for their flower beds, and around the house they used pine straw instead of mulch like a lot of people use. But anyway, so I could sell. One thing I had plenty of was pine straw, and I could bag it up in big old plastic trash bags and sell it and deliver it. My mom would help me deliver it back in the Ford Torino, pack that sucker full, and deliver it for 50 cents a bag. So, quick math, I just needed 160 bags to get 80 bucks to buy a Marlin. So that's what I did. I don't know how long it took me. I did it over a period of maybe 2-3 months. But I thought it was free money, pine straw, money raining from the sky. Life was good. So I bought it, shot the stew out of it, just wore that sucker out. Of course, something fancier came along that I had to have, so it went away. But a few years ago I found this one in a pawn shop, and it's in really nice condition. I think this is the original Marlin sling. I don't remember it coming with a sling. I don't know. But anywho, still has the adjustable rear sight that slides on the slot on the scope rail here. That's often missing on these guns, and if you go try to buy one of these, you're going to pay a lot, and they're hard to find. I think it holds 9 in the magazine. You pull out the mag, drop them down. You have to remove this to load them. And I remember when I first got it, I put around, I shot it maybe 2-3 mags worth, and I put a round in backwards, bullet first, and it jammed up in there, and I could not get it out for nothing. And I did not want to take the gun apart, felt that was over my head. So I took it to Todd's gun store down on Court Street, Montgomery, Alabama. Gun store, been there since Civil War. And they repaired it for me. They felt sorry for me. I think they repaired it for 20 bucks or something, which was a lot of money. But anywho, so Marlin 99 M1 is the designation of this 22, and it's 22 LR only. I have shot this one. I've ran a few rounds through it just to make sure it worked, but it's in really, really good shape. They made them from 64 to 78. They made about 160,000 of this particular model, which is a pretty good run. They also made a 99 M2, which was the took a 7-shot clip, or not clip, excuse me, magazine, detachable box magazine that fed up in here, and they only did like 111 or so of those. 110,000 of those were manufactured, and I just think they're cool guns. There's a little collector interest in them. This one, unfortunately, is missing the Bullseye, which, let me see if I can show y'all. I'm not prepared. Get this sling out of the way. Hang in there. I got it. Alright, there we go. As you can see, Matt, can you focus on that?
Yeah, it's focused.
That little hole there had the Marlin Bullseye in it, which is a white piece of plastic with a black piece of plastic in the middle of it, making what they call the Bullseye. And it was a sign of quality on Marlin rifles. And all Marlins in that time frame, from, gosh, I don't know, from the 1930s or 40s, they came up with the Bullseye dot, mark of quality on a Marlin gun. You know, a Glenfield won't have that. But anywho, and for the longest time, they just glued them in there and fitted them in. They were flush. They fit really well. They'd put them in there and then form the stock. And, am I out of focus?
No, sir.
And they formed them in, fitted them, and they were flush from the factory. But they used glue that would, glue wasn't as good as it is now, I guess. It would eventually fall out. Mine's missing. But back in the day, I can remember I had the same problem, I don't know, 30 years, 40 years ago, with a Marlin. A Bullseye fell out. You could just write Marlin a letter, and they would send you a new Bullseye to glue in there. And you would have to sand it down to fit flush with the stock and fit it. But, you know, Marlin was a great company, great service. It was a family-owned business. That's all gone now. Remington bought it, killed it, ruined it. It's Remington. Oh, don't get me started. But Marlin's one of the great American gun companies, and they made a bunch of rifles. If you got a Marlin, you got a nice piece of American history. So, and don't underestimate it. It's a quality piece that they just don't make anymore. So it's kind of sad. But I just thought I'd show you this gun. Let's focus a little bit here. You can see that's a nice piece of walnut. Try buying a gun today with a piece of walnut like that. Good luck. See that handguard with the groove down the middle, just like an M1 carbine? Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned. We're going to put some more out, and we're just going to try to stay cool during this hot, sticky weather we're having here in Middle Tennessee. Stay safe, and we'll talk to you soon. Please subscribe and hit the like button, and if you have any questions, ask.